Hello everybody, how are we all doing? It is Cara here and I am so mad. Welcome back to a new year, 2025. Who knew? And if you're new around here, welcome. My name's Cara, and if you are as passionate about sewing as I am, or you're curious about what I get up to, then stick around, because I like to talk to you as if you are sitting right across from me at a nice coffee shop, or we're catching up at your house, or we're on a Zoom call. That is how I want to talk to you, and I'm just going to share my life with you. I have been deliberating about what kind of video to start the new year with. Should I do a review of my make? Should I do a make 9? Should I do a, wins and fails of the year? And you know what? I thought I'm just going to come and talk to you as if we picked up from our last conversation. And therefore I'm going to share with you some of the plans I've got, some of the things I've made, some of the thoughts I've got, and I've got lots of lovely things happening this year. Just around the corner is a sewing retreat, and I genuinely cannot wait to go on that. I've done a little bit of a change in my room. I'm literally sort of sitting in the corner of my room right now because I thought maybe the background, a plainer background would be, easier on the eye. But I don't know, let me know in the comments below what you think. If you're new here, I would love it if you subscribe. So I'd love to see my community of followers grow this year. That is one of my aims. I'm wearing today the Estelle dress. I shall stand up and show you. Not show up, I am showing up. It's the Estelle dress by Sew Over It. I made it in this beautiful border print fabric that I got from Birmingham Rag Market last June, so sorry about that. 50p a metre, absolute bargain. More on this fabric later. I made this dress just in December for an event I was going to, and my glamorous assistant next to me, don't get like, this is all very sewing bee vibes, isn't it? I've literally draped some fabric that I'll be talking about onto my mannequin there, and the jacket, stay tuned, I will tell you about that. I hope you're all keeping well. Did you get any sewing done over the Christmas period? I have to say, I don't feel like I have sewed very much. Of course, I thoroughly enjoyed coming to you every single day throughout December. If you haven't had a chance to catch up on my Vlogmas and my sewing days, which was the sort of Twixmas between Christmas and New Year, head over to my channel history. I've got loads of videos there for you to catch up on all the life of Cara. And can I just say a massive thank you again to everybody who commented, subscribed, brought me coffees. Claire, thank you very much. You bought me a coffee just in the last week when I haven't been vlogging. So thank you to you. It genuinely does mean the world to me that you would reach out and do that in that way. And it actually does make a difference to my life. So thank you for doing that. So what on earth have I been up to? Well, you may remember in our last conversation that I was making trousers like mad. I was making, sort of batch making sort of, the Persephone trousers by Anna Allen. And I finished the green pair. There they are, they're here. I haven't put a button on. Do you know, I didn't put a button or a buttonhole on the blue pair. And I've worn them, I wore those 3 days in a row this week, because I've made them sort of a work trouser. I didn't do anything sensible like take any pictures of any of these things yet, so I'm really sorry about that. I'm kind of just living my life and forgetting to share some of it with you on YouTube, so I promise, I apologise for that. So I finished the green pair of these. This is a twill, it's a beautiful twill from Rainbow Fabrics. It does look a bit creased, to be fair, but I don't think they're too bad when they're on. Also doesn't look like my waist alignment is okay, but again, it's okay when they're on. So very, very simple pair of trousers, because the pattern piece is the front and the back in one. You literally then do the zip, you then put your back crotch curve together, and then you sort of put the under seams together, if you like, here. And then you've just got an inseam to do. So super simple, and then a very straightforward pretty much rectangular waistband. So I have made those. I only made them last night, so I haven't taken any pictures or anything. That waistband is annoying me, so I may have to unpick that and redo it. But do you know what? Who is actually going to see your waistband? I don't think, if anyone's that close, I'm having a good day. Must be just my husband, of course. But no one's actually going to see the top of my waistband. But I'm really pleased with those. And so that concludes the 4 pairs of Persephone trousers that I have made. I will at some stage take some pictures. And if you don't follow me already, not right now because we're watching me, or you can multitask if you're on your phone, head over to Instagram, where I am so mad on there as well. I am just so mad in life as well. Even my car registration says that these days. But yeah, I promise to put some pictures of these, all 4, in various guises onto Instagram. So I'm really pleased I got those finished because, ladies and gentlemen, I did actually have a couple of work in progress. I know, I am not a work in progress kind of girl. Unlike some of my lovely sewing friends out there in the community, you know who you are. I prefer to complete finish. So I start and I finish, and I don't finish until I move on. However, I had these trousers to finish. Tick, now done. What does a person do, like me, who has a gazillion patterns already? I mean, literally a gazillion. It's like a lot of sewing patterns. But you see all these sales come through and they're like, 24 hours left of the sale, etc. And Pattern Emporium, excuse me, had a 30% off sale running for quite a long period of time. It is now finished. And I love Pattern Emporium patterns, and I kind of just felt that I needed to buy one, which is insane because I have, as I say, a gazillion patterns. And I in particular have more jacket patterns that one person really ever needs in their life. So why I decided to buy the Downtown jacket by Pattern Emporium, who knows? I don't know. So I did, and I made 2. Not 1, but 2. So this actually is the Downtown pattern by jacket pattern, by Pattern Emporium. I do hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'll add it onto the screen, but that's what's in my head, so we'll go with it. And it actually has a lovely range of options on it. I'll pop a stock photo in here so you can see it. And I was curious because I actually, if you saw my fabric stash, which was the second to last day of my sewing days videos, I have quite a few bottom weight fabrics, so bottom stroke jacket weight fabrics. And I don't like to leave fabric languishing in my stash for very long. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to use some of that fabric. And I was curious about the Downtown jacket because it's got 3 different, three different lengths, I think. You've got lower hip, and cropped. And with my leopard print jet denim, hang on a sec, let me grab it, it's just here. Oh. With this lovely fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics, I was thinking about a wide leg pair of trousers, and either literally the wide leg trousers or the Theas or something like that, or maybe even some more Persephones. I wondered about a little cropped jacket in a coordinating the same fabric. Might be a bit much, but I wasn't sure. So I thought, do you know what? As you don't like to have remnants and you don't like to have stuff having languishing around, use up some of the fabric that is in your stash, which is exactly what I did. And ladies and gentlemen, can I just say that this satin, which is the trouser weight satin fabric, which I got from Rainbow Fabrics, must be September, October time, I reckon, thinking it was a standard satin weight and I was going to make a dress for the Christmas conference. This fabric, which is trouser weight, as in literally denim weight, denim weight fabric, is the trickiest fabric I have ever worked with. I liken this to maybe working with leather or something like that because it would not hold a crease. It busted more needles than I can say. So I have a jacket. Shall I put it on? Hang on. This is where the fabric glamorously falls off because I've just literally draped it round. That looks like something out of like C&H fabrics, not that they exist anymore. So let me put it on. I know it doesn't really go with this dress. I can't really go backwards any further, I don't think. What happens if I tilt the camera? So there you go. You can see I have maiden jacket. I haven't done any buttonholes. I haven't done any pockets. It's meant to have these beautiful oversized pockets on both sides. But I do love this detail, the cuff detail here, which I think is really nice. And if I'm honest, I actually really like it. I do like the jacket that I've made. But I'm happy to have experimented with this jacket pattern. I actually think it fits really well. I made a size 14 and my measurements put me bang into the size 14 category. So I think that's right. I think it's pretty cute that you can fold these lovely cuffs back. And that gives you, let me stand up again. Look, that gives you a lovely different style of detail. And you know what, I used this fabric because I basically didn't want it sitting there. I didn't know what else I would use it for. And I actually really like it. If you imagine this with a plain t-shirt and some jeans and literally open like that. I don't think I'm going to put buttonholes and things on it. I might do some poppers at some stage. What do you think? I think with the right outfit, and I'm frustrated for you that I haven't put this on with the outfit I'm envisaging it with. If when I'm doing an edit, I've taken some pictures or a bit of a video or something, I will slice it in. And it's likely, knowing the frustration of it is, that I will do that. Because one of my lovely friends called Rita, hi Rita, she's very kind and she watches very often. She says she loves it when YouTubers sort of show them something that they couldn't have envisaged themselves, if you like. And I feel like it's frustrating if I've put this on and it's not actually the vision I've got of it. But it doesn't not go with this. It's a black jacket. Who doesn't need a black jacket in their lives? So I will promise, in fact I may well even wear this out this evening, although it's very cold here, so an open jacket might not be the goer. But I'm just sitting in a lounge with some friends having a takeaway later. So a lounge as in someone's house, not a fancy hotel. So I am really pleased with it. I'm going to stand up again, so it seemed like to be a bit of a jack in the box. And you can see there, I think, yeah, well, there's my tummy. So you can see so this must be, I think this is actually the standard length, what they called the hip length. Yeah, so that's a hip length. And then I've done something a little crazy. Do you remember that I made some Persephone trousers? Going to come right in close here. I made some Persephone trousers in this colour. Now, I had the smallest amount of fabric left, like eeny weeny, and it's a shame I didn't take a picture of it or anything, but in one of my vlogs, I explained to you that if I have an item of clothing that I'm not wearing, I often put it back into my fabric stash and I repurpose it. And this beautiful fabric, in fact, let me show you. Let's take the hanger off a second. This beautiful fabric I bought on a holiday with my two best friends in France. I made a caftan top out of it. Never wore it and thought I can't just throw it away or send it to the charity shop. So here it is, repurposed to be my lining and my yoke, and cuff facing for what is a little bit of an experimental jacket. But again, I don't not like it. Again, I haven't tried it on with what I'm intending to wear it with. So I'm really sorry about the frustration here. And it's probably going to look horrendous with this dress. But I have made the cropped version. Let's have a look. At least you're getting to see a bit more of the Estelle. So again, I need to put this on with trousers for you. I haven't done the buttons. I probably will do buttons on this one. But you know what? I think it's actually pretty fun. Whether I'll actually ever actually wear it, I'm not sure. But again, you imagine this with a cream top underneath and the matching Persephone trousers. I actually think it's pretty cute. And I had that little fabric that I didn't have enough for the pockets. I didn't obviously have enough to do the full yokes. In fact, what I had was enough to do half the width of the cuff. So that's what that looks like. So that is, I think that's the correct length, but obviously I didn't have two of them. So, sorry about me not being able to go back any further. Let me see if I can go back a little bit further. That's actually not too bad, is it? I know you can't see my head right now. This is not necessarily a bad thing. What do you think? I'd love to know what you think of that. So, yeah. And this comes with, I just did the two-piece back there. It actually comes with a version where you can put a pleat in the back, but I didn't want it to stick out. I found on the Pilar jacket, when I make it with the beautiful crossover pleat, it somehow billows out, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to create any bulk at all. But again, please envisage this with jeans or the matching trousers. That's actually where I'm going with that. So what do you think? I mean, I appreciate it looks like a standard jacket here, so you can't see that it's cropped. But I actually think I quite like it with this. Ooh, I actually quite like it with this dress. Honestly, I am mad. And last night, so it's Friday as I'm filming this. I'm not sure when it'll come to you because I had some edits and things. But I had finished this one. I needed to finish the black satin one, and it was just fighting me the whole way. My poor sewing machine, I broke probably 2 or 3 needles on that. My overlocker, 2 or 3 sets of needles on that. Just was too thick. This fabric was just too thick for the machine. And do you know what? If I had a magic lantern or something, I think I would love to, I would love to upgrade my overlocker to a baby lock. I would buy the air threading overlock, and I think I would probably upgrade my brother over machine to something probably more like a faff, something that feels a bit more industrial and not quite commercial, but I think I'm wearing out my machines is what I'm saying. But I don't have a magic lamp, and I don't have resources just like that to be able to do that too. But I just think this is such fun. Maybe more of a spring jacket with the airiness of it, but why not? I'm actually really pleased with that. I reckon I could see myself wearing this to work with the other trousers a lot. The weird thing about this, and it's a very, very talky video today, I hope that's okay with you. The weird thing about this is both of these fought me mentally the whole way because I just wasn't sure. And you make a jacket, it's not a 2-minute job, it's a proper jacket, but I have to say the construction of this jacket is beautiful, and making this one was an absolute cinch because it held its creases. There's such lovely design details here. On the collar piece, I think it is, you've got like a little notch, and that's your seam allowance, and that means that your collar goes in just so beautifully. So many wonderful little tweaks and changes. I'm sorry, my glasses keep slipping on my face. I know that annoys some of you, sorry about that. What else have I got planned? Well, it would appear I've gone a bit purpley. So hold the line a second and I will show you what I mean. It actually already looks okay with that fabric there, doesn't it? Which reminds me to talk to you about that fabric. I'm likely to forget. Now, very unglamorously piled onto my lap right now is an enormous piece of fabric, so I'll talk to you about this, otherwise the whole lot is going to fall off. Now, as you know, I teach some lovely ladies assisted sewing. I'm more of a coach than a teacher. They bring along a project and I coach them through the next steps or any questions they've got, or just provide them guidance, or just generally watch over them a little bit and just steer them in the right direction. And we had our first sewing session last weekend after the actually we didn't really have a break. The last one was 21st of December, back 2 weeks later. And we then decided to go to Cloth Control in Hastings because their sale had launched. So it's about a 40-minute drive from Eastbourne to Hastings, along the seaside and things like that, which is quite nice. And I actually didn't buy anything in the sale, actually. So I'm just thinking about what else I bought. But I bought the fabric I had seen a few months ago, and I saw this fabric the weekend that the Ressac jumper, which you know is one of my favourites, launched, and I didn't know at the time how much fabric I needed, so I didn't buy it. But when I was there last Saturday, I did, because I have made I think I've made 5 Ressac jumpers now, sweatshirts. I will put a picture of me in one of them here. And the curious thing about that is all 5 of the fabrics are still not exactly what I had in mind when I wanted to make a Ressac, or what I know now about a Ressac. So the first one, it was in the gorgeous, and in fact maybe I'll put the pictures in, gorgeous cotton French terry provided by Maison Fauve. Absolutely love this one, and it's a wardrobe staple. But it's a very functional fabric and not actually warm, because it's a cotton French terry, so it's got no stretch in it exactly, but it's very nice and a great layering piece, of course. I then made the one with the roses on, using the leftover ribbing from the first one. Again, that's actually a very similar fabric, so it's quite thin, it's cotton based. That's actually a Ponte Roma actually, and again it's quite thin and therefore not snuggly. I then made the 3 novelty, well they're not novelty exactly, but Christmas Ressac sweaters, and you may remember me saying that the fabric for that was actually, it's very thin, it's purposefully novelty, it's sort of a Christmas style. I love those, and I wore it loads, but again needed a layering piece. So in the next one I made, I was desperate to make it out of a nice snuggly fabric. I'd really been inspired by Andrea. She'd done a lovely kit, and my beautiful friend Denise bought a kit and in the navy set, but also Tanya from Just Let Me Sew has made 2 beautiful ones, one in a beautiful puce pink and another in a navy with a lovely navy and white sort of rib. So if you haven't seen Tanya from Just Let Me Sew, please do head over and watch hers, because they're amazing. So long way of telling you that I finally tracked down, oh my goodness, I've got like this avalanche here, and I've bought 3 meters of this amazing, look at this, 3 meters of this amazing actual sweatshirting fabric, beautiful and soft on the outside. Love this colour. So I bought 3 meters because I am going to finally make the snuggly Ressac that I'm after, and I'm also going to make some Derwent trousers, I think, or maybe not the Derwent trousers, because this hasn't got any stretch actually. I hadn't really considered that. Maybe it might be all right. I'm not sure actually. But anyway, some jogging bottoms, some wide leg jogging bottoms with a matching Ressac. And that comes with, oh, it doesn't come with, you buy the matching ribbing as well. So, I'm really, really excited about that. And if I can help it, I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to wait until my sewing retreat, which is at the end of January. You'll have heard Beck from What Beck Sews talk about this, and probably a number of the other YouTubers who are going, I can't wait, ladies, I'm so excited. So that is finally going to be my snuggly version of the Ressac with some matching trousers. Sorry, something's just fallen on the floor. Oh, as I anticipated it, I would. I'm not a very mobile person. I've got a curved spine, so bending down creates these involuntary sounds. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then I've gone down a rabbit hole of A, what to wear at this sewing retreat, and B, what to make. Oh, what lovely problems to have. Honestly, I'm very lucky. And oh look, matchy matchy. So last night, I promise there's a point to me mentioning the last night bit. Whilst I'm finishing a black satin jacket that's just done me in, finishing this lovely purple jacket here, finishing the green Persephone trousers, and this was all at, I finished all that lot, looked at my clock and thought, oh, it's 10:39. So what does a person do at 10:39? They think, I need to make some trousers. In fact, I haven't even cut out the trousers and I still need to make them. And I was thinking about what to wear at the retreat, and I want to have some nice, really comfy loungewear and things. And if you're thinking, Cara, you make loungewear all the time, I actually bought with me, please tell me I haven't dropped that again. I actually bought with me I bought this fabric from a D-stash from Adele last year sometime. And I have worn these to death. So I just thought I'd show you. God, look at the state of these trousers. Oh my word. So I've worn these to death, and I do therefore, and there's no saving this, there's no coming back from that. And I made a matching LB pullover and actually a little cardigan as well. And I have absolutely worn it to death. So I thought, well, I can't wear that to the retreat. Not a chance. And as it's one of my most favourite outfits, that is the sound of that going into the fabric recycling, I thought, let's just make another pair. So I went to this, there's a tiny, tiny remnant of this left, and I was desperate to make, I wanted to make a matching t-shirt and trousers, but I didn't have enough. I did, however, have enough to make a really cute pair of basically what are going to be pyjama bottoms. So these are 3/4 length, which I just think are so cute, and they're so comfortable. And then, oh my word, sorry, my goodness. I may edit that out, I might leave it in. This was what I had left, okay? Talk about get your bang for your buck, right? So this is what I have left of this fabric. And I thought, you know what? In last month's, would it have been last month's or this month? So no, in the December All Set to Sew Box of Delights, the lovely black spangly fabric, and actually the idea was that this lovely piece of black, it's almost like a bamboo jersey actually, but it's a viscose jersey that came with it. The idea is that you would line whatever you made because the other fabric was sheer, but obviously I've got this left. So I am going to make myself a t-shirt version of the LB pullover. So it's an oversized t-shirt basically. And I'm going to do the neckline in this and maybe some cuffs on it as well, so that I get a really cute pyjama set to wear to the take and wear to the sewing retreat. Just thought that would be really fun and help me to use up the scraps of fabric. So that's really nice. And then whilst we're lounging around in this lovely sewing retreat, it is the most exquisite house in Thurklow, and I'm going to be with so many of my lovely friends who I mentioned last time. I just can't wait to share that with you. I'm going to make another long black cardigan. Now, I did make one just before Christmas. I made it in a very polyester knitwear, and although it's perfectly wearable and I have worn it, the neckband that goes all the way around the outside is slightly ruched, and it just bugs me really. It's not the sort of fabric I can unpick because it's literally polyester. It's just not going to have it. And I had left over, I've got quite a lot of this, and this is more like it's a knit, sort of more cotton feeling stretch black fabric, and I've got quite a lot of this left. Again, this was 50p a metre or something from Birmingham last June. I'm going to need to go back actually, because I've literally got what I would call, well, very few bargain fabrics left, and I do love working with a bargain. So I'm going to make I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to make a long version, a long loungewear, oh my goodness, harper cardigan to wear over the top of these lovely new jammies, and also it will coordinate with the other sets of Derwent trousers and LB pullovers. Now me and Sarah from Sew Sarah Style are going to be there. Actually we're roomies, which is lovely, and I think our staple wardrobe will be the same outfit basically. Either that or she's moved on to the bob pants, I can't remember, but I know last year we happily would have been wearing the same. I didn't take any of the sets last year, but this year I've got a leopard print set to take, I've got a black set to take, and another colour, cream I think it is or something. So I'm going to make a cardigan to go with that. So my next plans, in case you've missed, oh, I nearly didn't tell you about this fabric. You didn't remind me. I did ask you. So this fabric, again, was in the mix of what can I make to wear. that is just going to be so comfortable. And you know, it was like, I don't know how many of there is, I think it must be about 12 of us, maybe even more than that, and we are literally sewing from dusk till dawn and beyond, and we're all just wearing comfies. There's nothing glamorous about nothing glamorous about any of us, as in we are just being relaxed in our own skin, and I just adored that. And so I think I'm going to make a jumpsuit out of this. I actually quite like the sort of cowl effect that I've got going on here, but I think I'm either going to make the Closet Core Sally, but that's actually sleeveless, as in it's beautiful. I made 2 last year. Or I'm going to make the Stevie jumpsuit. I think that's called from Do It Better Yourself Club. I made quite a few of those, and I recently wore the red one for Christmas. Hopefully I've got a picture of that, because I just think that would just be such an easy thing to wear, just really comfortable. So yeah, so I've got jumpsuit to make, half a cardigan to make. I'm going to make Ressac top and a sweatshirt and joggers there. I'm going to make a t-shirt and yeah. So lots going on. Sorry, family has descended, so I had to leave for a second. So I'm really looking forward to and very excited to make all of those things up. I know that I would have made most of that before I go on the sewing retreat. So in my next video, let me share with you the plans of what I'm going to take with me, because that'll literally only be, so it's about 3 weekends away, so it's at the end of January. I'm very excited about that. But let me know in the comments below what you think of my crazy plans, what you think of my jackets, what you're sewing at the moment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. It does mean the world to have you here. And yeah, as I say, thanks again very much for all the ongoing support you give me. And as always, if you have any ideas or questions or thoughts, please leave them in the comments below. If there's anything you'd like me to focus on in terms of videos this year, then please do let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Your favourite YouTubers, what is it you love to watch from them? Because then I can help, you know, I can probably do something similar, only in my own style of course, but I really do want to attract more people to my channel. Not quite sure how to do that because I'm just being me. But there you go. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Catch up with you soon. Have a lovely week, everybody, and Happy New Year to you all.